fan of gold and silver. Once the market manipulators go down in the crash, silver and gold will certainly prevail well as a wealth insurance. How important is diversification between precious metals and cryptocurrencies, and how much should one put in each?
Yeah, that's the thing that's I get attacked a lot by gold and silver bugs because I love Bitcoin so
Yeah.
much, but I also love gold and silver. And in fact, in our newsletter at the Dollar Vigilante, our recommendation is 95% in gold and silver, 5% in cryptocurrencies. A lot of people don't know that; they just assume because I love Bitcoin so much, but I do love it. But
Yeah.
it's still very young. Bitcoin's only 8 years old right now. All these other cryptos like Dash and Monero are only like 2 years old. Anything could happen with a lot of these
Yeah.
things, so to put, anything could happen. It's still very young. So to put
Yeah.
all your assets into it, although you might become a trillionaire, you could also lose everything. It's totally possible. These things are very new. Anything could happen. Even things like quantum computing pose serious risks to things like Bitcoin. And as well, if they turn off the internet or whatever, and Theresa May, the prime murderer of the UK, is already saying we got to limit the internet. Even Donald Trump, the globalist, Jesuit-trained Donald Trump, has come out and said we got to talk to Bill Gates about how we close off the internet. The internet kill switch is going into Congress every year.
Yeah.
They're realizing they're losing control of the narrative to things like alternative media, like yourself, and they're also losing control of money. People like the Federal Reserve, central banking is losing control of money to things like Bitcoin. So they're thinking about seriously finding ways to turn off the internet, and if they do, then you're going to lose a lot of your money in cryptocurrency.
Well, and they try to hijack every decent movement. Look at what happened with Donald Trump. They got so many libertarians on board. And I would have to just point out quickly that the scarcity with Bitcoin, with the 21 million coins, is very similar to the scarcity with gold, where you need a sun to explode to actually be able to create gold. I mean, people can now use technology to kind of create gold, but it costs more to do it than it is to sell it. But people give Bitcoin a hard time because they think it's digital, and I don't want to be involved in that. I understand where they're coming from. However, people have to see the scarcity of something like Bitcoin versus gold and see that the demand is there, and as scarcity gets more greater, there's going to be more value to it, and it could just keep going up as for many decades to come, technically.